Hello everyone and welcome to the Pokemon Crystal Bingo Randomizer Tournament for the summer of 2021. My name is ProPokeNoob, and I have been left alone to commentate this wonderful match for you between Garf and Dillon. Two names I have known from the very beginning. And that's all I can say about it. This card is cool. I actually love this card. There's a lot of goals that intertwine with each other. And we're going to work through it together. Now, of course, I let go of the button immediately. Of course, I never like to commentate alone. So chat, you are going to be the ones to help me through this because your knowledge is going to be way better than mine. To an extent. But, nonetheless, they should be going soon, I'd imagine. What's happening here? There we go. Perfect. Okay, so they got a couple of options here. I actually just missed the timing, but we do have a couple of things that are time-based in here. The bug catching contest, accessible on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, as well as TM21 or TM27, which is a Sunday goal. So I'm going to see what... I didn't see the times, but I'm assuming they're going to be going for a Saturday into a Sunday rollout, because having both of those are going to be good for them. Looking at 11 p.m. on a Saturday night. A good time to party, if you ask me. But, like I said, there are a lot of goals that are going to be rolling into each other here. We actually have... I didn't know that the two... what's it called? The two Runes of Elf goals could be on the same card. So this should be interesting. They also have the trainers in the National Park. They have, along with the bug catching contest, they've got 7 normals. They got Ditto and Smeargle in the middle. They got Clefable and Wigglytuff, which would be good if you can find them in their basic forms. Their natural forms? Their basic forms. So there should be a lot that should be going on here. Both of them picking up the Snorlax. Obviously the best choice. Execute and Magnemite are choices that you can go for, but choices they're not going to go for today. Snorlax does have an impressive amount of stats other than speed, but I mean, it's one of those Pokemon that could be aggressive enough for them to pull off having that offensive prowess on the physical side. And you know, that is Cross-Chop on the Snorlax. That's going to be quite good. Aeroblast Cross-Chop. The only unfortunate thing about, other than Garf missing a 95% accurate move, twice, by the way, that's really unfortunate, is the low power point usage. So this can get them through, potentially, at least Falconer, and then maybe they'll rely on the fishing for the 10 catch. That might help a little bit. We are seeing some good choices here. Normal type and Meowth in the first route. Crobat can be a good choice. It does have the Fire Blast. Disable as well. Now, the other thing is, with this Snorlax, is they did immediately get the high crit rate. Aeroblast does have a high crit rate, so that's going to be an easy goal for them. One that could take a little bit of searching, having to search through Pokemon, but they're not going to have to worry about that today. Looking at a couple of good options here. Tauros could be, if they want to... there's actually a discussion going about Double Edge. Double Edge on a Tauros. That is really powerful. There's a nice discussion, if you guys join the Discord, to look at the relevance of Double Edge as a move to run. And it looks like Garf is already convinced that that is just going to be better. Might be a statement for an opinion. I mean, it's gonna be good anyways. That is a very powerful move with the stab, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, general rules for those who have never watched a bingo before, especially in Crystal. You get a main, you get to chuck, and then you get to work. There are very low chances that you will see people diverge, not from getting the Fly HM, but they're going to try and get as quickly as they can to a good main, clean out as many trainers as possible to get the progression going, get the Fly, start searching for info, and get that Cinco ASAP. You know, I've never realized how much solo commentating a bingo can be, exciting in its own unique way, because I usually have someone else to bounce stuff off of, but I guess in this case I'm gonna have to drop some really good knowledge. We don't have a Mewtwo run, so it might take them maybe a minute more to get through this run, essentially. But Double Edge, Acid, Glare, yeah, it's not the greatest. You would be relying exclusively on the Double Edge for it to work. But, again, it's similar to the way you might want to look at the Snorlax if you have Cross Chop. Actually, Cross Chop, I just realized Cross Chop and Aeroblast are both high crit chance moves. Either way. But either way, I mean, it's all going to depend on the Pokemon in the way. The solo Double Edge can be really good to get through. Unfortunately, you don't have like a Dark move or a Ghost move to complement that in case you do get walled by a Ghost type in the gym. Despite it being Knowledge, it would still block you quite well. And Garf right now is having some really bad luck here with the Dragon Breath missing the really tiny magnet. Polarity will rue the day, but not today. Snorlax sits on the Magnemite. We'll finish that off as Dillon is about to get through this as well. But yeah, believe it or not, this card actually has a lot of goals they can start looking forward to in the very beginning. Other than the catches, a lot of this is the 4 move sharing its type, 4 non-TM, non-damaging moves, calling a last. Like, all of these are already pretty set in stone, so there's no mystery behind it. There will be those few, you know, center goal will be info dependent, which can determine the variance on how both our racers will be able to get through this card today. So chat, how are you? This is kind of the slow part. We haven't seen yet. We have to see what Falconer is packing today, so there's not really much that's going to be going on, although both have seemed to have switched over to the Tauros. So relying on that Double Edge prowess, either they're both on the same page with Tauros being or Tauros with the Double Edge being really good, or they're just doing it to say, well, I bet you the other is thinking the same thing. Yeah. This first fight, unless it's packing like 2 Mischievous, shouldn't be too much of a problem for either of them to get through it. They are running the same Pokemon, which can usually dictate, like main luck and stuff like that can dictate who's going to be getting through quickly. So if they're running the same thing, it's going to come down to the execution, the movement, and stuff like that, repel usage. There are a lot of things to consider if you've never thought about Pokemon in that particular sense, but that's a Zapdos on Garf's side. That's pretty decent. Maybe we'll see a check, or we'll just see a body check from Tauros to one-shot it. That can work too. It is good XP to get the Tauros into range where level 9s should be dumpstered if they don't resist. And for good reason, we have another chicken, one that's not electrical, but in fact on fire. Who will be in the way. We don't need that info today. Now, of course, there is the inherent risk of running a recoil move like this. The tiny little bit extra time every time you use the attack costs you, I'm not good with time, so I'm just going to say a fraction of the time extra. And Pokemon with high HP will kind of make this require you to have to heal quite a bit. So, but as you can see, Tauros with the stab, that's gonna clean it up. That is Smeargle on Route 30, a normal type and center square. That's gonna be really, really good just because it's center square. I mean, that is very, very powerful. Should tip off if Dillon does not see it that the Smeargle is around the early game. The nice thing about finding these things early too and using sort of that metagaming is knowing that you're not going to be looking for it in the water. So that's 3 less slots that you have to check. Simultaneously, no fishing rod yet. Maybe headbutt, but you're not gonna. The chances of that are much lower. You're gonna check the grass if you don't find it yourself, and it looks like Dillon did not see it per se, unless I looked away for a quick second and missed it. Either way, okay. There's a pattern with these trainers. Something about legendary birds that all want to see Tauros suffer, and that is a triple kick is gonna take down the Tauros. A reset for Garf, unfortunately. But either way, now level 8 Tauros. I don't think Double Edge will 2-hit KO a Lugia. They do have some money to work with. They also have the max revive if they see they're getting close enough to take it out, so. Both of them are on this fight. We'll see how they manage it. The double edge comes through. That was a crit. That's going to help quite a bit. Now, as long as this triple kick doesn't bring him into range where he's going to die to something like a crit for their triple kick. Good. No bad luck. We'll get through it. Let's see how Dillon does against this. Actually, he's going to opt for the berry as well as tanking up this hit a little more, although that withdraw is not paying off. The para also not working for him. He does have that gold berry. There are a lot of tools in the arsenal here for Dillon to try and get through this, but... both of them going to have to reset at least once here on the first trainer, but Garf is through. Primeape is made of paper and will pop. I'm actually curious if after the TM, if it's not very good, if we'll see them try switch, or if they're just going to try and run this double edge all the way through as far as they can. Because like I said, there's no ghost coverage per se, but we'll have to see. It's one of those mystery things. And Dillon is going to opt to go into Sprout Tower. Needed, or not needed, but very helpful. You can get some extra XP, a couple extra items along the way, but also HM Flash can help you with the 4 non-TM, non-damaging moves. So, playing it safe, but it's also going to help for him to be able to blast through and get rid of that, so. In the meantime, though, Garf has just rampaged through this gym. Omastar is the resist. It should still do a decent amount of damage, and by decent, less ideal, but it is a... it's a 4-hit KO, but Omastar is not using anything that would be too threatening, and he has the berry to heal himself up, so Garf will be through... Uh-oh. That was spooky for a second, but Garf does make it through, so... Take a look if we can catch a glimpse of the TM31 here, Foresight. Well, ironically, Foresight would be useful for running this solo normal attacking Tauros. That's kind of unique to an extent. Dillon is currently making their way up Sprout Tower. Doesn't seem to be having too many problems. It will mean that the Tauros should be able to get through this a tiny bit faster based on the level difference. Although I think Garf had a level 11 Tauros by the end of that, so... man, having 3 screens up is kind of difficult. And I have 2 monitors. That's cool. Tauros was actually a catch, Weista. That is true, we do have Yanma info, so we have the info, or we have the catch for the Smeargle for Garf with suspected info from Dillon, but we also have the Yanma info here, early here for Dillon, so. That just saves Garf $600 later for the 5 different types of Pokeballs. Pretty smooth early game considering we're just using Tauros with Double Edge. So it's working out quite a bit. Didn't actually see what Garf put on there, but there is a pink bow which will boost normal attacks. So you can fully invest into this. Also not fishing, so is just gonna try and go as quickly as possible. The lure ball is nice. Adds to that 5 different. That is one that is generally just from apricorns. We'll see if this TM is info. TM04. Not the one we're looking for today. Kinda looks... Oh, that's a Paris. Double Edge in Paris. I'm feeling like I am reading the general chat in the Discord. But, that's a Mistrovis! Okay. Garf getting some good early catches here so far. Acid will be perfect for it, considering you're not going to kill it with Double Edge, but it is a weak enough attack to get it down to range where it will be caught pretty much. And there you have it. Alright, in the meantime, let's see how Dillon is going to be doing with this. With the level 11 Tauros, this should be way better on the Lugia. It is. The triple kick should not bring it into range to die unless it was like 3 crits, but we're not going to get that luck again. Dillon should be cruising through the rest of this gym. Actually, noticing there's a lot of good money for them, too. Oh, it's polka dot bow. Sorry, not pink bow. My bad. But, some good money to work with here. So, a lot of repels. Pick up a couple of escape ropes, potentially. You're gonna need... We've got 2 hidden chambers of Ruins of Alph. So... I'm gonna be honest with you. There's some goals on here I haven't seen people do, like better players do, only based on my own experience. So I'm very excited to see the 8 trainers in the lighthouse that they're gonna fight. Because there are 1, 2, 3... Is it 3 forced fights going up? Like minimum, unless you hit optionals? There's 9 total in there. Interesting. Okay. Dylan having no problems here. Slowpoke well through Garf. Apparently we have Feint Attack. Which, it's just the coverage, it's a special attack, but I mean, if Gen 1 Tauros got away with Blizzard, then Gen 2 Tauros can get away with Feint Attack. Oh, you skipped the bird catcher. Which one's the... That's the one that's facing after you go to the 3rd floor, where it's kind of just out of range, you have to hug the top wall to not get caught by him? Neat. Cool. Thank you. Oh, really? You don't have to hug the top? I didn't know that. You know, there are certain habits I've developed just speedrunning where I'm, or doing the crystal bingo at least, where I'm just like, this works. I'm not gonna, it's like if it's off by 1 step, that's good enough for me. My name covers that. That's the reason why my name has noob in it, is to just make sure that even if my information, that is Clefairy info, that's 2 normal types if that's in a decent spot, and 2 goals. 1 directly affected on row 1, column 2. Shaping up to be a pretty good card so far, at least for Garf. Dillon will get some of this information, but is not having the same amount of luck yet. But it's not going to be doom and gloom yet. A lot of things can happen in Bingo. A lot of things can just happen in Pokemon. Pokemon, you can't see it, but there's a silent RNG in the name of Pokemon, so anything can happen. We're even going to have Dillon skip the Rod. Maybe feeling a bit behind... is comfortable with the Tauros, especially now knowing he has ghost coverage, so. I've seen many approaches to how people get around that one hiker spinning around there, and that's kind of the old way of doing it, waiting while not having the bike. Obviously, the bike being added, this is a newer setting that people run with now. Makes the early game less slow. Because it's truly just less slow. It needed to be. If I saw correctly, I think that Smeargle was 2 normal moves? Headbutt and something else? Getting Flash later on, or just at least Strength, and then if they have a Hyper Beam TM, that's gonna be another goal, so. Yeah, honestly, really, there's not this is it's fun to watch, but also less to talk about, mainly just because we're watching a Tauros Rampage, and, you know, I could call it the Calgary Stampede, but I don't know how many Canadians are in this chat. I don't know, am I allowed to make Canadian jokes? Is that a thing? Or am I just supposed to say A in a boot, and that's more than enough for people? But honestly, at least this is something to see where we're looking at the double edge, the stab. It's making it enough. We're not looking at non-stop golems being in the way. Skarmory would be one of the bulkier things on top of that Lugia that's getting in the way, but you can even see even Resisted is still doing a ton of damage. You're kind of just paying a heal tax if necessary, but it is good enough. Most times if you're looking for a main, you want one really good attack. You want someone who's offensively, ideally offensive, on either side with moves that complement that, as well as some good speed, or and looking for like 2 coverage moves, maybe stab moves, or just one really good move like the double-edged Tauros. So there are many ways you could view it. As long as you're not running a Caterpie or an Ice Beam Diglett, you should be okay. I mean, I did run a Nuzlocke, dude, with Thunderbolt. Was it Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, Ice Beam, Dugtrio? It did okay. I mean, as much as you want to say okay in about 7 quotations. Dillon will get that Clefairy info at the very least. It will be forced upon him, so that's not going to be too bad. Another Lugia! Sketching to honor the double-edged carry, but is not going to be tanky enough to take more than 2 hits from Tauros. And also, at least on the bright side, with all the legendary birds and everything they've been killing, their levels are going to be fairly high, so going for something like this, yeah, the feint attack's nice, but if you just like clicking a single button to massacre every Pokemon in your way, it's going okay. Yes, we did have Sneasel info before, to my knowledge, but that is another thing on the card. Didn't get a glance at that TM. I don't think it's gonna matter. Unless it's Earthquake, I don't think it's gonna matter. On top of the fact that this strategy is going to be perfectly fine, because with all the money, they were able to buy a lot of potions, so just keep healing. I mean, I'm the wrong person to ask, dude. I struggle counting to 5. Which is why I found it funny when I heard, hey, yeah, you're going to be commentating this alone. I go, oh, good. Give it to the person who is trying to pay attention to 2 screens, 3 total screens, but cannot count to 5, and has trouble seeing more than 1 color on a board at a time. This is gonna be fun! That's why I said Chad is the co-commentator. I just have the voice for you, but you guys drop the knowledge. Like the play-by-play and the color cast you get in other places. It's great. Submission? Wow, that is... It's not the best fighting move, but it's pretty good. It'll get through the Magnemite right on time here for Garf. Also, to note, Dillon did put the White Apricorn into Kurt. Because they're going to be having that Saturday to Sunday rollover, that's a free 5th ball. The fast ball will be, unless you find it on the ground, but either way, you're setting up for the future. So Dillon just guaranteeing that they will have that 5th type of Pokeball. You got Pokeball, Great Ball, they found the Lure Ball. You even get the Lure Ball, I believe, for free from Kurt after you finish Slowpoke well. And the Ultra Ball, if they get around to it. But, I mean, I think they already found... They found a Lure Ball and a Great Ball. They bought Pokeballs. I don't think we found a 5th ball yet. Yeah, with Cut, actually, I think I did see 2 normal moves on that, so Smeargle should be the 4 move sharing its type. A lot of value out of that Smeargle. Part of the 7 normal types, center goal. Also gonna help all in the same line, ironically. That's kind of cool. So... Garf actually picking up a lot of items here. Probably trying to find a lot of money for the 3 Game Corner Pokemon. Good early start for it. Also picking up Headbutt. Now this is not bad because Headbutt is still really strong. Base 70 with the stab is going to be 105. It's going to do a lot of damage. If you see weaker Pokemon that you don't have to double edge, you can just, you know, headbutt it lightly, as opposed to a full body check. Just finish those off. So that'll save a little bit of time. And again, when you're looking at both them running this much recoil on their mains, any time save, whoever, that's where that efficiency of using the correct move in the right situation will maybe pay off in a handful of seconds. But I mean a handful of seconds nonetheless. Now, of course, with the timing that they both put in, they're going to have to get... They've actually made some very, very good time here. I think they both put 11 p.m., so they've got about, I would say, 33.5 minutes in-game to finish and win the bug-catching contest. The way you win is you get the Pokemon with the best HP value. Over Double Edge... I don't know. I don't think you would, especially on something like Tauros. With the amount of damage you could do, Headbutt's really good for, like I said, cleaning up, like, the weaker Pokemon, the frail Pokemon don't have a lot of defense. But Double Edge just kind of clinches 2-hit KOs on really beefy Pokemon. And considering we're not sporting the biggest amount of coverage on this Tauros, having both moves would also save you from healing as much. And, just kind of get the job done with less worry, I would say. Nothing that's looking like a prized winner here in the bug-catching contest yet. Now, the nice thing about this is you're going to see some use of the menuing and the synergies in this game. So they're going to be doing the bug-catching contest to try and win it. Then, they are looking for a random TM. So we're probably going to see Garf go up around the bike rail there to get back and check the TM, then quit the bug-catching contest once he has a winner, and then try and get that all done at once. It saves you a nice bike there and back. You don't have fly yet, so you're kind of stuck with that. Dodrio is another normal type that can be caught here. Also really good for the 4 move sharing its type, but I mean, Garf already has that with the Smeargle. And then afterwards... we'll most likely just see the 4 trainers in National Park taken out as well. So you've really got like 3... You got a lot of things to do this with, just by doing this single bug catching contest. But Dodrio is kind of just resisting capture with Recover, no less. So, and on top of that, Tauros is not really catching well. Sludge Bomb to make this even spookier. Garf is now on a time limit. We're going to see Dillon take a slight detour here, try and check this TM first. It is TM 13. Most likely not Ice Beam, like Vanilla. This is getting a little dicey, and in fact, that is... He did catch the Snorlax, which will win it. It unfortunately does not get the extra... normal type as they started with a Snorlax, but a win's a win. We're gonna see Garf going down to check this TM, get this trainer out of the way because it will block you. It's just faster. At this point, if you're going down this way, it's just faster to clear this out, go across the grass, and then going back through the national park. Although, getting the 4 trainers out of the way, I guess they're both gonna do it on the way back up around with the squirt bottle. So. I believe that's Whitney with an Eevee. Nope, that's not even Whitney with Eevee. That is the one required trainer in this gym. Would be nice if you had Evo 4 different, but it's not going to pay off here. Even water types to make it a Vaporeon, but rip. Oh, we definitely have seen a ton of normal types. Even just the Clefairy to the Clefable with the Meowth, the Snorlax, the Dodrio, and the bug catching contest. There's going to be a lot for them to catch on the cleanup side of things. So there's not going to be any worry. Plus, they're running a Tauros. So, I mean, 7 normals are essentially available. And we're even getting more information here. The Lickitung on Whitney. Now we have a normal type on the normal gym leader. High jump kick. Oh my goodness. I'm just kind of imagining Lickitung doing like a pole vault thing with its tongue and then just kicking Tauros square in the face, but it doesn't matter because she lost. It's quite possible, Royal. I wouldn't be very surprised by what this run's been doing for both these runners, so. If that is indeed a Spearow, that's another normal type. Even one that'd be good for 4 moves sharing its types. That'll help Dillon out quite a bit. They want to go that route. Now I'm trying to think. They've both skipped the national park trainers? I don't think either of them check the TM in the back either. Maybe trying to hide if they do find the TM 36 or 34 36, not to go after it? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, Dillon skipping the contest. He still has a lot of time at least. There's no way that it's been an hour in their game because it generally runs to real life. So we've only been 32 minutes into this run. But there's a snubble along the way. At this point, you have so much normal knowledge. You just pick up the snubble and go. Like it's just gonna help. It's on the way. Take it while you can. Unless Dillon is seeing something we're not. Yeah, he's definitely skipping contest. Unless the only thing I can think of is hiding where he is, but he doesn't have anything to hide. Garf's kind of been the one catching everything, so I don't know. Maybe forgetting? It could just be pure forgetting. We are human after all. Well, as good as that is, Moore, the problem is they're on time limit because this is Saturday night. They're trying to roll over into TM 21 or 27. So if he doesn't do it in the next 27 minutes, 26 minutes, I can math. They're gonna need a clock reset. They're actually, this is very even. Despite the fact that Garf has more, Dillon has kept up. So, pretty competitive progress-wise, at least progressing through the game, the plot. But in terms of info so far, Garf has a little bit more. Could very well be that, Tom. It'll be interesting. There are 35 minutes. It's very doable at this point to see, unless unless you're sporting like 2 Steelix on Chuck, and you're gonna have Surf by that point. You're pretty much going to get an extremely good fly time. So, also Vaporeon on a Kimono Girl. This is what we're doing today. As Dillon will actually be the first one to pick up Surf. I mean, honestly, Surfing Tauros will just kind of help. You have Acid as an attack, and Surf's just always going to do more damage than a super effective Acid, even if it's a special attack. It'll help you against those rock types I was talking about, the Steelixes, the Golems, the Rhydons of the game. And at this point, you even have Submission to manage the rival, so honestly, everything's going pretty well here. Well, both these races have a pretty comfortable and cozy progression through this. The real divergence was Dillon did not do contest yet, did Sprout Tower, also set up the Apricorn, try and get the 5 Pokeball types going, but has made up a lot of time nonetheless. But then again, also because we've seen Garf do the bug catching contest, so. Seems like our rival has already dipped into the bottom. Has caught one of the cats. Canonically cats. It's a dog, but cats in Entei. This is a very ironic thing. A lot of these Pokemon are being talked about earlier in moves. Moves of Pokemon are being talked about. This is where a headbutt's gonna be useful when you're low on HP, or even if the Dynamic Punch missed, which is good, but yeah, that's where it's going to be helpful. 2-hit KOing, you don't have to take as much recoil, get killed off by the Pokemon, have to revive non-stop. The Metronome also not rolling into anything bad here. Dillon will be falling down into the basement with apparently a second Entei. Now, I don't have the information on what these 3 are. So I'm just going to talk through the cries, apparently. Because I don't have audio. Is the Suicune, like... No, I'm not even gonna try. There you go, there's your 3 dogs, cats, whatever you call them, beasts. I was thinking Skiploom, it actually felt, I was gonna say Jumpluff, but Skiploom makes more sense, yes. And it looks like Garf will talk to you, Scene, a man who is rejected so often, but will see the light of day today. Not get stuck in his obsession. That is a very kick-oriented Politoed. Now I'm questioning here. So TM3436, unless we find it, it's in an awkward spot because column 3 is completable. Row 4 is also completable, with a little bit more cash. It's just you gotta find it first. Ponyta info, that's good to see. That they will both get, which is even better. With the Sneasel, they actually can work around that pretty well, believe it or not. We do have the Squirtle as well, that Dillon caught earlier, I want to say. Bone Meringue on the Tauros as well? This thing is shaping up to be spectacular. Yeah, with that information, depending on how good the Pokemon locations are, they should be able to flesh out 5 lines the best they can now. That's even Rock Slide as a TM. Okay. So this thing is great and will not struggle to get a sub-hour Chuck for either of these players. So that's going to be good for them. Which again will pay off for Dillon because probably, you know what it probably is? Just try and get Bug Catching Contest and the trip to Goldenrod done at the same time maybe, but then you still have to buy all 3 Game Corner Pokemon unless he's going to be avoiding that, which I think is pretty avoidable. You got a lot of catches. You got 2 catches on the side and doing the 2 chambers. Let's see, non-TM, non-damaging. Not sure if we've got that yet. Does have the Squirtle. I think it's still a little too early. Only a single gold to Dillon's name, but a lot prepped at the very least. Morty being dispatched easily here by Dillon, and we're gonna be heading our way over to Chuck. So we're almost at the point now where Dillon's gonna be flying over the place trying to finish what needs to be done. I think because just looking at where TM3446 is, we're probably gonna see the last fought, yes, but the Lighthouse trainers not. We don't have Ariados, Ledian info. I'm trying to think if we've seen either of them. Even the Cleffa. Wow. There's so many normal types. But yeah, I don't think we're going to see Lighthouse done just yet. There's not enough incentive, especially since you don't have that TM. That's what you were talking about earlier, dude, is even if they're running the same thing, it matters on how they fight, right? Because the thing is, again, the slight differences in using a double edge over a headbutt, what goes faster, all of these can matter. So, different approaches to it, but you can still see the time difference. My humidifier would like to point out, by the way, that even though Dillon is ahead, consider that Garf is not that far behind and did Bug Catching Contest already. You can see how knowing how to play this out using the most effective moves will get you through at least the plot progression of this game fairly quickly. We're just gonna keep shoving Cleffa through the screens and watching it get, well, annihilated over and over again, which is a little sad. It's just a little baby. Now there's a little pancake. Yeah. Strength will also be an upgrade here to Headbutt, if they wanted to do that. They're gonna need to teach it anyways to get through Chuck's gym, so... That's a roamer! Hello, Seeking! That is... That's a big word that I can't... There's a big saying for that Pokemon that I can't say on this channel. And is just gonna be... killed? Okay. Apparently. Wanting the XP, potentially. It's, alright. Time well used, I suppose. What would it be? What type of... Would it be like fillet? Like, what type of preparation for the fish would it have to be if you just literally had a bowl, run over it, and just smash it into the ground a bit? Battered has the set. Yeah, Battered has the play on words there. I like that. You win today, Weista. Congratulations. Tenderized. Like that, too. I mean, the fact that the fish had to be beat up to prove your point correctly, Nate, is, could have just run away, but instead, the fish need to be put back in the ocean. And now this would be the point where I'd say, well, let's see if the double-edged Tauros needs any help with it, but it's got Rock Slide, it's got Surf, it's got Bone Meringue. I don't think it's gonna need any help. I don't know what actually could stand in the way of this Tauros' moveset. It's fairly decked out, has an arsenal of moves that will one-shot probably anything. I'm very curious to see, particularly if Dillon is just gonna fly back and do the bug catching contest. Why that was done now? Just trying to decipher that. I would say counter Steelix, but Surf. Surf would probably be a 2-hit KO. Probably. Probably. I don't know. That's the real strat. Just bring out the Mirror Coat Steelix. That would make much more sense. Now, if that happens, yeah. I think if you wish that amount, you have asked for a Snow Bear ROM, and that... He would approve, no one else would, but he would definitely approve of that kind of bet. If we see that, you have to play a Snow Bear ROM next time. It's like the penalty box, but for bingos. Either way, though, Garf's gonna be entering Chuck's gym here. Same thing. Brain does not beat Brawn. Brawn will triumph today. Okay, fine. Shuckle... Oh, it's a Pichu Shuckle. I was gonna say Shuckle could get in the way a little bit. Looking at about probably a 49-50 Chuck here, so... Dillon will have just enough time to get to that bug catching contest. As we get to the speedier part of this run, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today, whether you're a player or not, and you're interested in playing Crystal Bingo of many varieties, or even Item Rando. There's a link somewhere in this channel that'll bring you to the Discord to meet wonderful people who will help you out with the resources for racing, having a good old time. It's been very active. It's been very awesome to see the community coming together for this tournament, or just in general. It has flared to life. Kind of like this Tauros bursting through the sun on both screens. It's been cool to see. It's always awesome to see an active community, and Pokemon is one of those games that will just refuse to never go away. Always have unique and interesting ways for it to run through, so check it out. It's a I will honestly say this was my first type of speedrun ever. When I wanted to get into speedrunning, I actually saw the tournament back in 2017. That's where the Ice Being Diglett came to mind, because that was the match that I saw, and I'm like, hey, I could do this. I played Pokemon for 20-something years. I came from a competitive side on online, so I was like, you know what? Crystal doesn't look that scary. It looks very well developed, and you know, a handful of years later, still enjoying it. Not gonna say I'm the best runner, but you don't have to be. It's a very relaxing, very straightforward speedrun, and still keeps my attention to this day. And on top of that, they just had to change the goals, so kept fresh. I have to say that, Weista. I meant it. Whoa, whoa, come on, man. I'm working on Gen 1. I love Gen 1 Bingo with my own goals that I need to find other people who are working on it. We did well on that when we're working on that. Gen 1 has its own lovely flavor. Dillon is not going to the bug catching contest. So what is the route around this? Did call the lass. It had Arrow Blast. If you're talking about, yeah, Cross Drop and Arrow Blast were both on the Snorlax, so they both have 2 high crit chance moves. Getting a refill of Pokeballs here for Dillon. Gonna be heading towards the shiny. I guess trying to get all this unlocked before going back. This is high trust that the bug catching contest is going to provide. Maybe seeing how fast Garf did it bestows him with confidence that he'll be able to get through the bug catching contest fairly quickly, then get the National Park trainers destroyed, check the TM and everything there. Black Glasses, this is not the time, you're not on the card. Please do not take the glory away from these Razors. Row 1, Row 4, Column 1, Column 2, Column 5. Row 1, Row 4. Hold on, I gotta be able to see through this. Row 4, he doesn't have the info on that TM, though. Is that just Dig? That's just the Dig TM. Okay. That'll save him a little bit of money. I love Snorlax. It just looks like it's taking a giant... Like, it's like puffing itself up like an air balloon to fly away. It's beautiful. But yeah, okay, so if we're going for Row 4, Column 1, 2, and 5... Column 1 and Column 2 makes sense. They do have the information to get both of those done. And Column 5 because he has the Squirrel. I'm kind of curious about Row 4. That is also a petrified dog in the form of a shiny Gramble. I guess Greyhound, again, I don't know any type of dog other than the breeds of small and large. Rocket TM's always TM46? I don't... No, I think it's a random one. I think that's one of those randomized ones. But somehow it had a place for its red scale. Oh, I get its gray scale, so there's still red in it somewhere. Got it. We've checked the Route 35 one. Didn't happen, so... We'll have to see. We know the TM up here in Lake of Rage. I don't think they've checked the National Park one. I truly think that maybe Garf is saving that one in case it mattered. So, like, Dillon can't path in bug catching contest 34, 46, and National Park Pokemon all at the same time. I'm not sure. I am very much the type of person who just kind of sees lines, follows lines, and then wins through rural islands. That is apparently my claim to fame. It had a meme made after it. I'm very proud of myself. That was my entire intention of being on the internet, was to have a meme made for me. But grabbing TM10 probably just for money. Working towards the 3 Game Corner Pokemon, you need 48,000 Pokedollars to make that happen in one go. Is it actually a vanilla TM? I didn't know that. So why? So 34 or 46 then. So if 46 is vanilla and Rocket Hideout, where's 34? Again, I haven't seen some of these goals, so I haven't done full research into it. That is a Piloswine. I missed where Dillon is, but... Okay, it was on a trainer. Ah, okay. So they have that info as well, going for the coin case. Cool. Oh, 34's in Lighthouse. Oh, cool. Was that always the case? We had TM46 on the card before, and I don't remember that being the case, or no one's ever told me that, so... Huh, neat. I have learned today. Thank you. They are randomized. Oh, they're vanilla locations, but that doesn't mean they're going to be there. I'm confused now. Don't worry. It's not you, it's me. It's definitely me. I am lost. It is not what you are saying. It is how I prefer doing public speaking over reading, and it's definitely hurting at this point in my life. I should have kept reading books. Last book I read, I think, was... Oh, man, what did I read? I read The Hobbit in university. It was a good book, actually, of all books that I read. I think it was the last book I read, and that was... how old am I? Yeah, okay, alright. Sneasel's not in a great place. Tin Tower, not ideal. It is open, but not great. TM35 is just barely away from what we need. You say that, guy, but I will forever be... I mean, the goal is, regardless of age, to be fit like I was at 21. At 21, I was able to leg press 750 pounds, and I'm 5'4". That was cool. I was just at the gym, all these, like, really jacked people. I'm just walking around like, yeah, you wanna see me leg press 750 pounds? Here we go. That is gonna be the EXP share being picked up here for Dillon. Checking for the Clefairy info, I slightly missed it. Where was Ponyta? I missed that before. It is in Ruins of Alph, so it's not beeping. You can tell, again, without the noise, where it is. If it pauses for about 3 seconds, you can tell that it is in the place that you're currently in. So that means it's either in the water outside or the grass. Unfortunately, it won't tell you if you stand in the water. That would be next level for the area dex beep. If it, like, you were in the right slot location, and then it would ping, but it's not that easy, but it's way better than what it used to be, where you had to make an educated guess or just a blind guess, basically. It wasn't really educated if you didn't know, so... This info is not ideal, which is kind of a shame, because like we were talking about before, a lot of these goals are attainable. You just need a little bit of Pokemon to complete the rows. I mean, I know my age. I'm just trying to remember how old I was in university. When did I read? I read The Hobbit as part of my children's literature. No, I did some kind of lit class for reading, and I must have been 20. Yeah, so it's been about 9 years since I've read a book. There we go. All right, Dillon just barely making it to the bug catching contest after seeing the information. Will bite the bullet and tackle the park. He's got one shot at this without clock resetting, I believe. It should be around 11:57 in the game. It's gonna see the Snorlax probably just take it. Yeah, this is very fortunate for him. Now, the one thing he does have to be careful of is it doesn't get into the Park Bowl. Cross Chop is on the Snorlax. Could get some crits, but so far, Snorlax just showing off that Constrict was a move on its moveset. Now Aeroblast coming through. Cross Chop probably do about 20 or 30 with a crit, so... Not getting good time here with this. Psych Up maybe replaced. I don't remember what its full moveset was, but... The ping was not here to my knowledge, Tomo. Sorry. It didn't, pause, and I don't have audio up either, so maybe it was. I'm not sure. But so far, a lot of time has been lost, but it will be the 2 normal types and another goal. So... But nonetheless, that Snorlax just barely on time to win the bug catching contest. Now is gonna go check the TM. But this is the thing. So Garf is waiting for this TM to be checked because Dillon doesn't know whether or not this has been checked. So if he does see now the 34 or 46 clicked off, he will have that info and know exactly where to go. And it is not the TM. So not seeing it clicked off, Garf has saved a little bit of time not making that check. But Dillon has Fly now, so doesn't have to worry too much about missing that location. Doesn't have to take the walk back. There is the Ponyta that he's already caught. Dillon still trying to see if he can maybe pick up a cheeky charcoal, maybe some money to make it work. Checking the trap Pokemon. Clefairy has been found. Girafarig has been revealed. Not a goal, but it is a normal type, so... Not a specific goal, but it is one more to the coffers of the 7 normal type. I don't remember how many each of them have, so I'm going to trust that they're keeping track. Also seen in their Pokedex, but you know. It's less exciting if I haven't been keeping the numbers. I wrote down that I was going to note everything, but then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm commentating this. I kind of need to look up more than down, so. Garf making his way over to evolve. Grab the TM21 or 27 as well as evolve the Clefable. See what we got here today. An actual spherical Pokemon powering the hideout machine. Nate's favorite Pokemon, personally. I can speak from experience. Sorry, I had to. Yeah, Persian Giovanni kind of got tired, but it's sort of the homage to the energy that Giovanni brought to Team Rocket. And Zapdos, an actual Pokemon in a power-related area. This is kind of... This scene has been very thematic. I appreciate the poetic devices being used in this. It's great. And apparently Ponta came with non-damaging moves. That's pretty nice, too. So, right now, Garf has a lot of pivot with where he wants to go with finishing this off. Column 2 and Column 1 are basically... Well, no, he didn't. The Sneeze was in a bad spot, so... But at least Column 2 is going to be finished. Might as well do Ruins of Alpha. Ruins of Alpha Chamber opening means... He doesn't have the info. I can't remember. I don't think Garf saw the Squirtle. That's a Mew. Also, TM34, where was... It was actually in the hideout. Well, look at that. As was foretold? I can't remember what you said where 46 and 34 were. But, there it is. And that's gonna be really good for Dillon. That's hidden quite well because no other info, to my knowledge, was marked around that, so... Oh, 46 vanilla there. That's kind of weird, then, how that works out. Well, we've already checked. Isn't... No, yeah. Well, maybe. Are we gonna get that check? I have really bad memory. Garf is going to be making their way up to the top of Sprout Tower. Get that Flash. Get that Ponytail with the 4 non-TM, non-damaging. But really, finding that TM is going to be very helpful here for Dillon. Means now that Pro 4 actually works out. Because that was the one we were concerned about, whether or not he's going to have the info to do it, so... I believe it was in Sprout for Yanma. That makes sense. Which could help out. Garf did fight the lass. Now knows that the TM is somewhere, so he just kind of has to go through the ranks of finding all the TM locations, or going to each TM location. Don't remember what the Yanma info was like, but nonetheless, it's here. Now, I didn't catch co-commentators, the wonderful beings that you are in chat. What Pokemon are we looking for in Route 46 here for Dillon? That's 31. What Pokemon are we looking for here? Oh, we're looking for the Smeargle Ditto. Right. I think he's trying to meta where that was. It was in Route 30. So not gonna find it here. This is the normal workings of trying to figure out a Pokemon that you haven't seen yet. Oh, do you actually polka dot from Ladybug? Oops. Doll ball. It's very close looking. It happens, I guess. Yes, they're in 2 different menus in the bag, but you know. Hey, you know what? Technically, Halk is on the commentating desk here. That's Jinx as well. Did we know that the Jinx info was there? Alright, we're gonna be checking Dark Cave here. Right on showing up. I appreciate the fact that Pikachu has been clubbed down. Thank you very much, Dillon. You have also won the day. Appreciate that. That is Ponyta. Wow, okay, so that's needed. That definitely feeds towards the path that Dillon has been looking for, so. He is hunting Smeargle. He's trying to find it along the way of everything else, so he's gonna have, once he goes down to Route 30, he's gotta hope that Smeargle was not the rare, and he doesn't get trolled out of finding that location, so. I miss the Yanma. Jinx isn't real. Maybe for the best. It's a lot of time loss whenever you meet a Jinx, so. Alright, let's see. Dillon going back to 46 for that Ladybug. I'm going to assume. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Row 2. Okay, so originally it was row 1, row 4. Column 1, column 2, column 5, that was pinged. But if Dillon is going for the Ladybug, that might mean BLTR if he finds the Ditto Smeargle? I mean, it's expected that the professor would just have Pokemon that are right outside Newbark, right? That's just assumed. So. Alright, Yanma in Slowpoke Well. No, Union Cave. That was Union Cave. I can see. Don't worry. I got it there. What would be the R on that BLTR sandwich? The first thing that comes to mind is radish. But, okay, we can just find a Wartortle too. That's cool. That's gonna accelerate a lot of things. By the way, that's just even better. So far, this endeavor back to get the Ladybug and potentially the Smeargle has paid off dividends for Dillon. This is going very, very, very well for him. Even the Wartortle info! Oh, on the Ruins of Owl Trainer, this is starting to get a little spicier all of a sudden. You can't hide that forever. That's beautiful. Instantly check it. Now, actually, if he checks it and he sees where it was caught, he's gonna kind of know where Dillon is. It's only one place, so he definitely knows where Dillon is, so he can kind of predict that Dillon is maybe backtracking here for some other info, or mainly the Smeargle. Losing this Ladybug looks to be a bit problematic. Was the rare. Trying to commentate Curse to bring it in existence, but sadly, it has run away. Felt very ashamed that it was shown a doll, and Dillon just skedaddled out of there, so. It's a little embarrassed to come out. There it is, though, as I talk about it. The reverse commentator's Curse, I suppose. Will be caught. It evolves at level 20 or 16? 20 or 16? 20 or 16? I want to say it's 20, because I think you also evolve Spinarak at 20? Something like that? Or is it 15? Maybe it's earlier. I don't know. 18? Yeah, probably somewhere in there. That sounds about right, actually. So it's level 3, but if you go fight the 8 trainers in the Lighthouse, or if you even fight the 4 trainers in National Park if they want to switch that up, or you're going to do Ruins of Elf, so that level 25 trainer you just hope is going to have a good amount of XP for them. That'll get it really close to its Evo, at the very least. And based on this flight pattern, it looks like Dillon is going to be taking a trip over to Amphi. But not actually Amphi. Unfortunately, the sickness will remain today. Because it's fast. We all love Amphi. We just, you know, sometimes have to move a little bit quicker than being the personal nurse for everybody in the Pokemon world. Does anybody else actually have problems with Omanyte? Omanyte always throws me off with his feet, and then Kabuto with his eyes and pincers, or whatever those sides are. It always tricks me. Yeah, it looks right, because I always think for some reason Omanyte's like waves underneath it is not water, it's part of its body. I actually still have the original guide that they had for Crystal with the 4 pictures at the bottom. I have that guide open every single time for Runes of Elf. Specifically, that, and now with Emo Tracker being available, I have that open for Black Glasses in the Dark and Dark Cave. I have to. I can't count to 5, and puzzles are the devil for me, so. Yeah, that's what I get stuck on all the time, Tom. It's something that always just makes me go, wow, if this is on the card, I'm probably losing today's race. But Dillon is doing the 8 trainers in the Lighthouse. So that will also work towards the Ariados Ledians, so row 2 is basically going to happen. Charcoal's going to be happening in the meantime. Garf working really close towards his first column, getting these Alf puzzles done, opening those chambers simultaneously. They're in very nice positions for him to try and pivot and finish this card really quickly. If he has that Wartortle level, that means the 4 trainers in National Park plus Wartortle are pretty much there. Call the last, that'll get him 3. Unfortunately, the Sneasel I don't think was in a great spot. But then he knows that TM3446 has been found. He's not EXP sharing the Lediba? Really? Wait, what? Oh no. Well, okay, but here's the thing, though. If, based on the information that we were given outside by a viewer, I'm so sorry, I forgot, who told me about the pathing that they saw on the card there for Dillon. Based on that information, maybe he's going to try and use that one trainer, just get up really high and just fight a couple things in the end. I don't know. But, I mean, the 8 trainers in the Lighthouse basically means it's going to get very close to not evolve in the Lighthouse, so. You could try and Tin Tower for the Sneasel. Oh, cool! Hi, Dillon's wife! You don't know me. You'll probably never know me, other than the voice of trying to make it through today. 5 different types of Pokeballs were used up. I think Garf accidentally clicked it. Oh, never mind. Then I'm just reading 30 minutes ago. Alright, let's take a look at this. What are you looking for? Clefairy is going to be in the Slowpoke well. Making that check now. Fastball, there you go. There's your 5th type of Pokeball. Something he actually prepped when he was at Kurt, so there you go. Just in case it never happened, but it did happen, and now it's there. Garf looks to be flying towards the Wartortle? Which is kind of interesting, because if he finds the Lediba, he might figure out that he's got a similar path. I'm curious to see if he finds it, what he'll do with it. That's a Parasect. We have mixed opinions on Parasect. Yeah, so I'll have to see. I don't know if the Tin Tower Sneasel is in a decent spot. I always underestimate or overestimate how much time things will take. So if I think of Tin Tower, I think of, okay, the 3 trainers and having to go catch a Sneasel sucks. Or that type of thing. But then, okay, there's the Wartortle there for Garf. But, you know, even thinking about searching for TMs, like, I always go for the free goals over, like, if I just caught 7 normal types, what the time difference is. I think that comes with experience and just paying attention when you speedrun. Nothing wrong with a little just face tank it and go for days. But with this, that gives Garf 2 lines. If he finds the... Oh, he's got to fly away from the ladybug. That would have given him 3, and then he wouldn't have to worry about the TM. But he knows the TM is there, so maybe he's going to start searching for TMs. I looked away really quickly here. Let's see where he's going now. It definitely did, Tom. Yeah, probably, again, that's also the change in kind of the mechanics of it, so... But I'm also very much the type of person where, again, it's like, if you give me a choice between fighting or catching, I just assume that I always have a 10% slot that I have to search. So I just go for the fights. Now the thing is, he knows he's gonna go for the 4 trainers. He knows that TM34 is not here, so we should see him recognizing that because he saw bug catching contest and TM34 were not clicked at the same time or very close to each other. You can use a little bit of a... You can use the room feed to check that. Especially if you did bug catching contest way later, you're not going to struggle on these trainers. So let's see. He goes for that. That's going to be his 3rd line there for Garf. And then Ariados Letty, if he can make that happen, probably search for the TM that gives him 4 and then 5 type of Pokeballs. So if we see this correctly, I'm seeing 4 National Park trainers, the TM, 3 Game Corner Pokes, Piloswine Yanma, 5 balls for Garf's finish. 5 different types for Garf's finish. And Dillon's gotten a lot of information on ghost types. So that could even make column 3 not too bad if he finds that Smeargle, but he's kind of given up on it, so... Oh, I see a Whirl Islands. I say go to Whirl Islands, please. Also, 2 Snorlaxes on the team is a little confusing, but no big deal. I know there's a better way to go get that ghost type, but I just want to see Whirl Islands. That's my immediate response. My apologies, that's just how it works here. But, let's see if he finds it early. It's a Tangela. It could be ghostly. It could be a ghost underneath all the tangles. Hoodoo could feed towards the 7 different normal types, which I'm not going to see caught. So he is going to check the TM, so maybe not recognizing the time difference, but it's no big deal. The Ghastly has been found. So yeah, if he's going to be checking TMs, actually I'd go for this item in the back here too. Maybe just try and get himself with the 48k to buy the 3 Game Corner Pokes all in one go. Goldberry will not sell for a lot. Yeah, Dillon did start meta gaming that Smeargle, but it didn't pay off in the end. Also, was that a ghost that exploded? Did we just have a science experiment? Oh no. Oh no. It's compressed gas. It's the worst kind. The Tauros has been on fire all game, so it does make sense that it would be quite elusive in that sense and just naturally explodes, so... But nonetheless, it has been caught. Dillon doing the dance around the first line, but it's going to explode really quickly if he can get his path going right now. I don't know, that's not looking like a lot of money here for Garf. 23k, has to keep the charcoal, which is such a shame because charcoal sells for 4,900. It's one of the best held items that have multiple purposes in this game. 33k, he's gonna sell out for 34k. Did he sell TM27? Oh no. I didn't pay attention to that. I was kind of looking at the number value, and I was looking over at Dillon at the same time. I have to mark it for him? Yeah, I gotta double check it. I actually joined the room as a spectator. I didn't know I was... I've always been confused with how you're supposed to do it. It was on a different tournament. My name was shown, so I had to hide it. Now I'm a spectator. Now I can't unmark that. I can always rejoin, but, you know, that requires me to let go of this. What am I using? Number pad dot decimal for my push to talk in a room of 1 person. But, you know, my humidifier and my cat both want to commentate, and I can't let that happen. Garf is gonna be looking for a Pokemon in here. He definitely sold it? Oh no. You know they are, except my cat is like a 17-pound wildebeest. And will either scratch my face up, or will take over the comms. Probably do as good a job as I will. So should I rejoin the room and click it off then? I marked that for. Okay, I'll rejoin the room and do that. In the meantime, chat, quick, cover all the commentary. Start talking, get some of the information down. Let's see, make sure we keep up to date with all the latest information happening in this race. It's getting close to the end here. Okay, I did the thing. How are we doing? Sweet Scent being spammed as expected. I did the right color, right? Okay, I did. Woo! I always get nervous being in control of that because I don't want to mess it up. I'll also switch colors to not mess with anything here. I'll take pink. Pink is a nice color. Is chat a pink or a salmon type of chat? I'm a big fan. You know what? You know what a color I think a shade of pink that is underranked? Coral. Yeah, it's about there's a giant delay. There you go. It just showed up on the screen. Wait, is orange a version of pink? That's Slowpoke well in the wrong tunnel, or Slowpoke in the wrong tunnel rather. Thank you, Septros. Yeah, I'm a big fan of coral. I don't know why. I think only certain, like, dresses can pull off coral, though. Like, if you just throw coral on stuff, it just doesn't work. That is an almighty Lord Sparse. Please catch Dunsparce. I know you don't need it, but okay, fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I don't have an abnormally overpowered Dunsparce emote in my arsenal. Literally taking out the bot which made this possible. Thank you, Dunsparce. Did Dillon also sell? Oh, no, I don't know what's happening. I'm watching both and I got distracted by the Dunsparce. The sales are so fast. Dunsparce just wants to be loved. Love the Dunsparce, please. Garf, please. The snake is now going to eat Dunsparce. Is that what you want? The hovering land snake to get eaten by a Gen 1 snake that's colored purple? Is that what you wanted, Garf? You're going to get that, Garf. It's going to get eaten. How do you want to show that to chat? He sold it as well? Oh my goodness. Can we get confirmation for the people looking at it? Save 34, sold 27. Let's get a full chat confirmation of that, please. I trust everybody, but you know, I gotta trust more. I don't know how to say that correctly. I'm sorry. I trust you. I just need to trust more. As a person who won a race once but sold TM50. Yep, that's my voice confirming it. Thank you for the VAR. I am a former soccer referee, so I appreciate VAR now. Okay. Got it. We got there. Sorry, I was just trying to work through all my buttons. My right hand is both the mouse and the push to talk. I don't have this well planned out. I'm not a push to talk kind of person. Then again, I also ran a jump bluff in my debut on another channel, so that was... You can take that as much as you want. Either way, Garf having a good old chuckle in the chat over here, seeing that both of them have clicked off. TM27. I have now lost where we are. Where are we? We've got a Blissey being trampled, Eggs just being crushed forever, Toro's trying to learn thing at level 34. That is also Blisseys that are helping to grind up the Ladybug. So Ledian's gonna be happening here. And that is going to be Dillon's... No, it's going to be Dillon's first line. Once this is fully leveled up. Could be a Yanma hunt as suspected by my co-commentators. The real heroes of today. I appreciate everybody helping out in chat. We'll never be disappointed in people giving constructive feedback and commentating along. I think it's one of the greatest things about these types of live events. Where chat can say weird things, but chat can also just be fantastic, and this community is fantastic, so, you know. We're suspecting that column 4 is not being done for Garf, because Garf doesn't have the Ladybug info. Ladybug was found randomly on 46, was then Polka-dolled, but then caught again to be evolved into Ledian. Oh, there is our Yanma. At 35k. Let's check it to try and see if you can get 13. Okay, hold on, I got this. $12,294. They told me never to do math on stream, but I just did it. And we're getting a reset. He's going for the clock reset. You know, I still haven't used this method. I'm gonna be honest with you. I still don't remember this method, but we'll be going for that clock reset to go pick up his TM at 27. I believe you just use your ID, right? I think. I don't know. And money. Thank you. Yes, there you go. There you go, yeah. I remember using the old website. I know there's a new way. I gotta learn that new way. May or may not be doing things the hard way, aka just resetting goal or cards that have more than 2 time-based things on it. I'll learn it. Don't worry, I'll get there. Okay. Time not set. There we go. Now has it. Go back to Saturday? Okay. Sure? Not sure why Saturday, 11:58 p.m. Mahogany Town. Oh, you can't just go straight to the sun. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, I didn't realize it has to roll over. That's my bad. I was not aware that's how the in-game works. I guess it makes sense. I just didn't think of it that way. Neat. Alright, Garf. Oh, Garf is going for the TM in here, isn't he? Is there... I don't know if there's even a Pokemon here. He's gonna check this TM along the way. In the meantime, Dillon's still working through this. Still doesn't have a Ledian. By now killing all these Pokemon would have added up to a Ledian. Still trying to look for whatever else was in here. But it's not the Seadra. If we get both TMs found, Nate... I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. That is... I'll clap for you. I'll one-hand clap because the other hand is holding the push to talk button. How about that? Oh, looking for the Clefairy! Ooh. And it is on this... It is here, so it's probably rare. And if I remember correctly, didn't Garf find that really quickly? Here we go. What TM do we have? It's TM20. Used to be one on the card. Don't know if it still is. That's the Endure one, right? That's Endure TM? One random TM I remember. I think. But is it still an option on the card, is the question. Just because I remember that. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Good, good. Excellent. Garf might be thinking what TM locations they haven't checked yet. Yeah, honestly, I don't know either. I don't know what you do if you've lost a TM27, if you have to find something that's completely frustrated. I guess you could take a Pokemon with 0 happiness and just go get TM21, right? You could just get frustration by doing that. Or do you actually have to feed it, like, bitter items to make it unhappy to get frustration? I don't quite know how to... I only know to get TM27. But what? Black glasses? Garf is going for black glasses. Maybe there's some items in here. I'm not quite sure what's going on right now. All Pokemon have 80 happiness unless caught in a friend ball, even legendaries. Oh! That's news to me. Excellent. So he's going to have to feed him a lot of bitter berries if he can't get TM27 again. Oh, the TM in Dark Cave. Oh my goodness, I forgot there's a TM in here too. Wow. Yeah, this is why co-commentary is good for me. They did this. They did. It is TM21. Oh, wait. Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. TM21? He doesn't realize it either. He just... Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute. This is no longer a seed. This is a garden. You just fed him everything. Holy cow. Who notices that? Nobody notices that. TM46 found as well. What? All 3 TMs obtainable. Oh, you can't be serious. That is so good. Garf is just suddenly 3 Game Corner Pokemon away from a win. Is there something faster? I don't think there is. You sell everything but the TMs. Oh, no, and the 5 types of Pokeballs. Yanma has been caught. I don't know if Dillon can move fast enough to literally defeat that. He gets TM27 because he can sell it now. He would have to recognize and mark it off for him to win with it, Helior, to answer your question. They do have to mark off the goals themselves. So if they don't recognize it, that's on them until they have all 5 rows, and then they hit the done button. It's done on honor system. We have lots of people in chat double checking. We have me apparently staring at the screen and trying to catch things not happening. He's even gonna he's gonna grab more TMs here just for more money. I think he's about 12,000 away, so can't sell the charcoal. Didn't find the other proteins or anything else or vitamins in the wild. I think now this is a strange. I don't know how much money. Oh. Sorry, guys, just give me one moment here. Okay, hi, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so how much money did we work looking at here? We saw calcium, Man, that is so big. That helped out Garf so much. And the worst part here is for Dillon, in order for him to get this complete, he still needs to do the 4 Ruins of Elf puzzles. He still has to get the 7 normal types, which he's working towards now, but normal, a 7, if he finds that Ditto, wait a minute, if he finds the Ditto, that's what, 2 lines? And then maybe it's the 7th normal type, which gets him up to 4, and then he's 1 goal away. It could be really close depending on if he metagames this. He has to, though. And I think he's on 29. He is literally on the one... He has done every route surrounding the Smeargle. The Smeargle is on 30. It is such a shame. And I think it's the best call to make here, because it would give him 1, 2... Actually, no! With 7 normal types, that would give him 1, 2, 3, 4... That makes 3 lines. Yeah, that puts him up to 4. He's just 1 away. No, 1, 2, 3. No, it'd actually be 4 lines, wouldn't it? TLBR, column 3, BLTR, and column 5. That'd be 4 lines. He would actually win if he finds it right now. Garf is just trying to make it. So it's money versus unknown Smeargle metagaming. This is a cool ending. I like this. That is an interesting situation to be in. Unfortunately, I don't think Dillon has moved routes yet, so... Oh, man. Dillon has to search for all the slots. He knows it's not in the water, so it's just 7 grass slots versus... This is like a nature... This is like a nature adventure for Dillon versus a capitalist endeavor for Garf. And I think, based on we're flying back to Goldenrod, he found the Smeargle. Wait a minute! This might be the day it goes through. Garf trying to find the money, but the Smeargle has to get in the bowl. It hasn't got in just yet. But it's got to soon if he wants to win it. Does he have 5 Pokeballs on him? He does have 5 Pokeballs on him. Will it get in the ball? Oh, it's not getting in. The money's being sold. 45,000. He's so close to trying to win this on Garf's side. Dillon is just 1 catch away. He's still TM27. He's trying to make the money. He is at it. Here he goes. It is now buying versus catching. And a done button separates the 2. Oh, no. And he's done it. He sold 46, and Smeargle has been caught. Dillon with the quadra claim at the end. And the 7 normals is gonna hit the done button. GG. What a way for that to end. Out of nowhere, 1 to victory. Oh, I gotta click the things. I think I clicked it. Hopefully it worked. Holy cow. That was so close for both of them. Dillon eking out the win with the metagame. Chat, go outside. It's healthier for you, especially for your chances at the tournament. What a race. We'll have to check for the 7 normals, yes. My goodness. Wow. I'm sure we'll see from them soon in this interview. Those are really good. That was actually a really good Tauros on Garf's side, wow. Just trying to get both people in here. $34 was hideout. Yes. Hello, Dylan.
Hey, do you need me to verify normal types, by the way? Sorry, I had to run to the bathroom straight after.
Yes, please.
Yep, sure. I checked it when I was in well, and I was on 6 then.
Wow.
Boom.
that was a finish, sir. It'll show up in just.
It was my only play. Like, it was my only play at that point.
But I mean, it's the play to make. That was just 4 lines consumed all at once. So.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you saw me stop after I evolved the Ledian. That's when I realized, like, wait, open the chambers, metagame, and that's the only way I win. I only really noticed it then. Because I was looking for the Clefairy, which didn't seem to exist.
I'm bad.
So, let's go both selling the TM.
I sell one TM, then I sell the other TM. I was like, oh, okay, I just need to avoid selling this TM. And then I just sold a different one. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway in the end. Luckily I was able to get that one back by clock resetting, but, you know, it cost me. It cost me.
I'm just amazed that 34, 46, 21, 27, it's all here.
Yeah, I was like... Yeah, I was so focused on that one TM, and then I just took my eye off the other one. Yeah, I don't know.
I did the exact same thing. Like, I had both of them in my inventory, sold one, and didn't sell the other.
How long did it take me to find that Yanma? What the heck?
I got it second encounter.
What? It was impossible for me to find. I was like there for probably about, I don't know how long, like 8 minutes? I don't know.
Did
Felt like a long time.
Did you get Clefable or Wigglytuff or...
No, I got the Clefairy in Ruins of Elf.
See, I went for it in Slowpoke Well, and I spent about 8 minutes there.
Yeah, I looked there because Ponytail was also in Elf, so I just thought I would look in both places. Look there for both. It did take me. It's not like the Clefairy wasn't particularly common in Elf either, though. It did take a while for me to find it.
Now, for my Ponyta, I found it kind of at random in Dark Cave when I was trying to metagame the Smeargle.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Did you find the Smeargle in the end, or
that's what I found right at the end.
Okay, yeah. Smeargle on Route 30.
Mm-hmm. What did you run?
Double-edged Tauros.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, geez, it was a monster. And then it learned like Bone Meringue? What the heck?
Skarmory? No, just 2 double edges. It's fine.
So does this confirm that all the conversation happening in the Discord about Double Edge makes it S tier?
I haven't seen any of it, but sure.
There you go. Perfect. That just solves the last 30 minutes of people talking in the Discord. Excellent.
Yeah. No, my problem at the end was that I just didn't have enough money. So I was just trying to sell, trying to pick up everything I could. I went to the hidden rooms again just to pick up those items.
It happened to me too.
And they had like, and then they had like...
There was 4 berries in the flash
Yeah, what the heck? What were the berries doing there? I don't know. I didn't even have to sell all my TMs at the end. That's the worst part. I could have kept 46 and been fine, but... Yeah. I will... Well, you know, I'll... Yeah, when you make these mistakes, you hopefully just don't make them again in future races.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's done it, and I'm pretty sure everybody who has done it will eventually do it again. It happens.
And I mean, based on the state of the board, if you had the feeds open, if you go back and watch the end of this, it was literally money versus Smeargle scrounging. So I wouldn't even be surprised. Like if you just look and go, oh man, Smeargle wins this, I'm pretty sure everybody would be just trying to acquire as much money as possible and do whatever they got to do to make it.
Yeah, I that wasn't exactly even on my radar because I didn't know how many normal types he had either. So, because he did marked that at the same time as Ditto Smeargle.
Yeah.
So it did kind of sneak up on me at the end.
Should have heard me sitting here like shouting at my TV when it broke out of the like 10th ball. I'm just like, just stay in.
Jeez.
No, GG though, that was close.
It was fun. I was like, I didn't know what to do when I left Chuck and had like info on two lines. I was like, what the heck do I do with this? And
the info was really bad.
then eventually I got some from I forget where I got it. I think I got it from just where did I get the? Because I started with just Clefairy and Ponyta info, I think. And then I got Jinx info, which didn't exist.
You got Sneasel as well, I think?
I got a Sneasel, which was in tin. I was like, I don't want to go
Yep.
there. I don't want to go
I almost
there.
went for it. I almost went for that, and then yeah, I didn't have to.
Is that why you didn't put the EXP share on early on the Lediba?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, you found a lady there? Gosh darn it.
I was trying to metagame the Smeargle when it was on 46, but the first time I went to catch it, I mismenued into Pokedoll, and then didn't find it again for like 5 minutes. It was actually kind of funny.
Yeah, it sounded like there was a fair bit of scuffed play on both sides here.
Yeah, not our finest games.
But still a really exciting race nonetheless.
Good.
I'm glad people enjoyed.
Oh, they were very much enjoying it. Chat carried about half the commentary because they had to, so thank them.
Thanks, chat.
Best chat.
Any final words before we send this off?
Nah, nothing for me.
I think it probably spoke for itself by and large.
Yep, center goal seems to control it. Excellent race, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Cheers.
And thank everybody in chat. I don't know, I can't remember when the next race is at, but if you want to keep up to date with everything, it's in the Crystal Bingo Discord where you can get resources, tons of practice. Like I said, it's a super fun event to be a part of and just a fun community to be a part of. Make sure you take a look at that. And let me see the next one here. Where is it? Looking at an hour and a half from now. It is 4 o'clock. Oh my goodness, it's 4 o'clock. Yeah, we got an hour and a half between Hercules and Demilsu. Hopefully I said that correctly. That'll be over on SpeedGaming 3. And yeah, have fun with that. Thank you very much for having me. And we will see you for the next match in just a little bit. Thank you very much for watching.